Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Morbid Hour.
Welcome.
Welcome. I bid you welcome. What's up,
1-2's in the
James?
chat. How's it going, 1-2?
So,
Mr. Dan and Horror.
Mr. Dan and Horror.
so
And Ms. Moss.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good question, isn't it, Hellhound? I bet I know who you are.
I haven't heard the new Overkill yet. Actually, I haven't heard the new Overkill yet.
Oh.
I need to, though. I'm kind of behind on some of the most recent releases from my favorite bands.
What about, did you hear Metallica?
Yeah.
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 It's okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
That's just Metallica these days. It's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was one song I thought was alright. It had a cool, like, slow kind of intro, but then it's alright. But then once the vocals kick in, it's over for me.
Yeah.
I just think his voice is shot.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, he's doing too much of the yeah stuff.
Yeah, he does do that a lot. Yeah. You guys ready to talk about some zombies?
Oh yeah, zombie horror.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Love Mad Max.
I guess we'll start with our. Yeah, the Mad Max movies are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
He's supposed to make another one eventually.
Oh yeah? Is it
They
gonna
talked
be
about
like
it
with
before.
Tom Hardy again and all that, or is it like gonna be something totally new?
I don't know.
Probably. I wish Mel Gibson would return, but
Yeah, no, right.
oh well. Tom Hardy. Yeah.
But so much time has passed, I don't know.
Yeah.
Even since that one.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that, like 10 years ago now? Like,
Probably.
I think so, just about, yeah.
yeah. So what do you want to do first?
Our top 5 favorite zombie movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Our top 5, I guess.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what you guys pick.
Yeah. I guess
Likewise.
I'll go ahead and list my number 5. My number 5 is Day of the Dead.
Oh, nice.
It's a great one. Definitely, probably the most underrated of the original trilogy, because
Yeah.
a lot of people are kind of iffy with it. This film gives some of, if not the best, Tom Savini practical effects. Like, they are in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you got the classic zombie Bub right there. He's great. I like the characters. I like the claustrophobic feeling of the whole underground bunker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think overall it's a great zombie film, and one that I like to revisit every now and then just because it's awesome. And Captain Rhodes is a perfect asshole.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah,
Choke on him! Choke on him!
yeah,
I just told you to sit down or I was gonna shoot you.
yeah,
I think Day of the Dead has the best gore and probably the best looking zombies of the trilogy. Best
definitely.
makeup effects too.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome practical
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah.
Mike Pope's in the chat. How's it going, Mike?
How's it going?
It's almost like they had more budget to use on the effects probably because they had such a smaller kind of closed in set location, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
because it wasn't on as big a scale as even the first two even. It's just in that most of it's in that underground bunker there.
Yeah. Great movie though.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So what's your number 5, Sean?
My number 5 is Return of the Living Dead. The most fun
Ooh.
zombie movie of all time, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Like, it's just a blast from start to finish. It's just so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get enough of it. You got the Tar Man. You got, you got even the human characters are like hilarious. Like those two guys that work at the morgue or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Including that guy from what's his name from Friday 13 Part 6.
Tom Matthews.
Yes, Tom Matthews, right?
Yeah.
Clue Gulager from
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yep.
10 more paramedics.
So purple.
I love the music too, like especially when they come out of the grave and there's like the metal music playing and you're
Yeah.
badass.
Party. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, one night you're quickly running around buck ass naked. What's your pick, Hellhound?
We should probably be a little higher, but I think we're gonna go ahead and go with Night of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
The one that started it all.
Nice.
Yeah, again, it could be higher, but oh well. I think I do prefer the other movies I picked over it just by a little bit, even though I do probably have more respect for this one, quite possibly. Yeah, what can I say? It's a classic. The zombie genre as we know it probably wouldn't be anything like it is without this movie. Dwayne Jones is a great main character. I really like him a lot as Ben. The zombies, the effects are simplistic yet effective. You know, we really do feel like there's a zombie invasion happening.
Mm-hmm.
Very creepy movie too. It's obviously set mostly at night, and the zombies do feel like just like a plague that just keeps coming, and very very horrific, very gruesome stuff, especially for 1968 standard. That's pretty gory by for back then.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, great movie. Absolutely
Love
love it.
And the top
Classic.
5 ain't too shabby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shermalo Scott's in the chat. How's it going?
What's up? I haven't seen that Army of the Dead.
Me either.
Me
Batista.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, my next up is going to be George Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe all the credit to this genre to this movie because, I mean, yeah, zombies existed before, but of course they were the like mind control voodoo thing.
Yeah.
This is really the coming up out of the ground and eating people. And you know, I know the way the zombie genre is today. Like by this standard, like this is not scary. Like these zombies would be so easy to eat, but to think about the time this came out and how scary it was, that's what leaves you with how effective it is and everything. And I love the film. It's insanely influential to not only zombie movies but to cinema overall. Like, yeah, and at the same time, I feel like I gotta give a shout out to the remake from 1990 because I, this may be the first zombie movie I ever saw. I don't really know. It's like my earliest memory of watching one,
Oh, really?
but like I just feel like these are not that different, and like a lot of the same beats, but I love them almost equally because of nostalgia and how important they are overall. And yeah, Night of the Living Dead, one of the greatest films ever. I love to watch this during the Halloween season. It fits
Oh, yeah.
perfectly.
It's perfect. Yeah.
And I remember a few years ago there was like a colored version of this that came out. I didn't like it as much. I felt
Like the Technicolor.
yeah,
Yeah, that's not right.
and I felt the black and white was much more effective. But yeah, to that I raise a toast to Night of the Living Dead in Georgia.
Well, my next pick would be Reanimator.
Nice.
Awesome movie. One of my favorite horror movies of all time. Can't say enough about it. It's just an absolute blast, and I love Jeffrey Combs. Is like my favorite performance in horror. Period.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got all kinds of amazing gore effects. Awesome practical effects in this movie. I mean, you see Doctor Hill's head running around talking.
So good.
It's hilarious. It's funny. It's scary. It's everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. How can you not love Reanimator?
It's great.
I definitely consider it as some people might not consider it a zombie movie. I definitely do.
Oh, I think it definitely is.
Yeah.
Some people don't consider my number 4 a zombie movie, and that's Night of the Creeps. But I think it definitely counts.
Oh yeah! Wow, Night of the Creeps. That's a shocker.
Yeah, alien slugs entering through people's mouths and making them into zombies. So I think it definitely counts. Yeah, I love this movie. It's so much fun. They don't make them like this anymore. I love Tom Atkins in it. He has all the best lines, and he's just hilarious. I like all the characters. They're all likable. I like how it's kind of like a tribute to 50s monster movies. That's pretty cool. It's a very, very fun movie. I think it's just an absolute blast. I watch it all the time. It can, always makes me happy seeing this one. Like the sci-fi horror feel too. That's pretty cool. Thrill me.
It definitely has some.
Does.
Yeah. It's got some comedy in there too. Like it's a lot of funny stuff in there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's almost mixing in the college comedy with the horror and sci-fi. And
yeah.
Love that. That movie's so much fun.
Probably is my favorite Tom Atkins role.
It's definitely mine, for sure.
Thrill
as
me.
much as I love the song. Yeah.
So good. I got good news and bad news, girls. Dates are here. Bad news is they're dead. Oh, that is so.
What about the little alien running around the spaceship? I think
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Or that one zombie just hacking the shit out of the girl in the Cadillac or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, my number 3. I'm sorry, but I got 2 choices here. I could not pick between the 2. It was too difficult. So I guess either one you could go with, but I went with Lucio Fulci's Zombie,
Nice.
fantastic film, and Reanimator. I couldn't go.
Ah, it's a tie.
I couldn't go either one. So maybe today, tomorrow, I don't know.
Nice.
But pretty much everything you said about Reanimator, classic. Lucio Fulci Zombies, a gore fest, great practical. I feel like overall I like City of the Living Dead more, but this is more zombie action. Like, it feels more like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some of the stuff in the movie, of course, the classic, the wood splinter in the eye. An amazing movie, one of Lucio Fulci's masterpieces. So good. Yeah, Zombie.
Excellent
Like the zombie
choice.
fighting the shark.
Thank you. Yeah.
I want to
Zombie always
get
feels
that.
nice.
Well, I put Night of the Living Dead a little higher than you guys because I freaking love this movie. Not only is it a classic, I mean, everybody knows this movie, but I just think it's a phenomenal movie. I think, I do think this is scary. I think it's the scariest zombie movie. And not so much like the zombie effects or whatever, just the tone, the dark tone of it, and the beat, the music is what really does it for me. I think it really drives the movie. That amazing score.
Yeah.
It's so loud. It's so intense. I love the characters.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite openings to with Barbara and Johnny there. It's just so classic.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, Dwayne Jones, excellent leading man in the film. I love the story. I love the social commentary it makes, dealing with like stuff like racism and
Mm-hmm.
in fitting it into a zombie movie,
Yeah.
And it is very much of its time too. They had a lot of that stuff going on in the '60s there.
Yep.
Yeah, can't say enough about Night of the Living Dead. I think it's amazing. Like you said, I love to play every Halloween. I never skip this on Halloween.
Yes.
It's just a perfect classic horror movie to me.
Absolutely.
When I think classic horror, this is one of the first movies I think of.
Mm-hmm. It's a great pick.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
I'm getting up there.
My number 3 is going to be none other than Reanimator.
Nice.
Love this movie. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is great, as always, as the obsessive Dr. Herbert West, whose experiments in bringing the dead back to life and cause all kinds of carnage. David Gale's excellent as the villain, Dr. Carl Hill. It's very gory, very over the top, very, very fun movie. Just an absolute blast. I freaking love it. Pretty much nothing bad to say about it. Just an awesome movie. I definitely consider it a zombie movie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of the best.
definitely.
It's so original too. It's such a great idea. Well, I mean, it's from the classic story, but still.
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
But I had never seen anything like it at the time. It's so wild, so over the top, and like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yep. Yeah, I will say, Hellhound. It is cool that since the last time we talked about Reanimator, you finally got your Arrow Video Blu-ray.
Yeah. It's a must.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a must-have.
Here we are. My number 2 is going to be Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
If anyone told me that this is definitive the best zombie movie ever, I would not argue with that. This movie is fantastic. The tone, while at the same time, this movie kind of incorporated more of a goofy tone here and there, like with the pies and the zombies' faces and stuff. Like sometimes it gets kind of corny but funny. Absolutely love Ken Foree in this movie. He's great. Yeah, I guess my only real nitpick would be the blue zombies, but they've kind of become iconic in their own right. So,
True.
good gore. I love the fact that Dario Argento helped with the movie as well. So that's awesome. And love the mall setting. I love horror movies set in like a mall or a shopping center or something. It's great. So yeah, Dawn of the Dead. Amazing, amazing film.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Without a doubt.
Mm.
Oh, my number 2 pick is it's so hard for me not to put this at number 1, but there's just a couple little things that keep it from number 1. Zombie. I watched this the other night and I just absolutely love this movie. So the only thing that keeps it from being the number 1 to me is probably the acting. It's not the greatest acting in the world.
Yeah.
But man, the zombie carnage is phenomenal. I love the makeup effects are amazing in this movie. The zombies just look so real and crusty and nasty. Like they really look like they came from the ground. The worms and maggots all over the face. And I love that scene, especially too when you actually see them come out of the ground. That's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
the way it like watching it the other night, I noticed that it was very creatively shot too by Lucio Fulci. He had great style in that movie. You see some scenes you see from the zombies view, and you see the dirt coming around the screen and stuff. It's really awesome, very unique.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean that splinter to the eye is phenomenal. You got the zombie versus the shark. I mean, how awesome is that?
Yep. Hell yeah.
I love that
It's
part.
just insane, that scene too. It's like can you imagine like filming that? Like how dangerous that was to use a real shark and this guy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Mhm.
Awesome movie. I love the direction. I love the gore. I love the action. And acting could be better, but still, I do like the characters, like Dr. Maynard and
Mhm.
Ian McCulloch. I got the signature there.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, love zombie.
Da, 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 da. I love the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, great score too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Zombie
Fabio.
almost made my list.
Yeah,
Fabio Frizzi, right?
Yeah. Zombie would probably be my number 6. Because, like you
Yeah.
said, the zombies look great. They look so realistic. They look like real walking corpses. When I first saw the cover of the VHS years ago, I thought that was a real corpse. That's how it looks
right?
so real.
That's how good it looks.
Yeah. Dawn of the Dead's a better movie, but I think the zombies look better in Zombie.
Good point.
yeah,
Speaking of which, my number 2 is going to be Dawn of the Dead.
yeah.
King of all zombie movies. Yeah, I think this is technically probably the best zombie movie. Most people's favorite, and I don't necessarily disagree. Yeah, I love Ken Foray as Peter. He's a great protagonist. I love the scenes in the mall. I love the scenery, the atmosphere. I love the scenes with the bikers. Yeah, the zombie makeup isn't like the best. They just look like they all have like that light blue face paint. But it kind of works. I think they're very iconic now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's just a great movie. It's gonna be a classic all around. Absolutely love it.
Hell yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about this movie. I think it's excellent.
Absolutely.
Such an iconic film.
Well, yeah.
That's why I know, like, my list probably doesn't have like the most variety, but I feel like I couldn't have just a few Romeros on here, but I had to put them on somewhere. But when it comes to number 1, it's going to The Return of the Living.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is so important to me as a movie fan, as a horror fan. Is it in my top 5? Absolutely. This is like a part of what I consider just to be the completely fun 80s horror comedies that I love so much. Linnea Quigley in this movie.
Legendary.
Yeah. Like, I love the punk rockers in this movie. Like, I feel like I would hang out with them. Like, I love all the older characters as well, like Clu Gallagher and James Karen. Is that right? James Karen? I think.
Yeah.
Like, the things they say are so funny. The Tar Man is one of the greatest looking zombies ever. Might be my favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that as far as zombies go, I feel like these are the scariest zombies ever because you cannot kill them unless you completely incinerate them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, they run after you, they talk, you chop off body parts, the body parts will come after you.
Can't get rid of them.
Nope. So I could sit and talk about this movie for hours, but I'm going to leave it off with Return of the Living Dead. Hell yes. Brains, 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 brains.
Excellent, excellent.
Paramedics.
Well, I guess I'm going to be part of the regular crowd. Dawn of the Dead.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Amazing, epic, the most epic zombie movie I think ever. I mean, you just really get a feel of it. There's just an absolute that the zombies are just taking over the world. It's that grim feeling, that it gives you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you see them up in the helicopter and it's just going on everywhere around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I love that they have the setting mainly in the mall, and I thought that was such a cool setting too.
Mm-hmm.
And they get into the fight for the control of the mall, like with the bikers, and they're led by Tom Savini.
Yep.
That was a really cool aspect too. And then you're dealing with all the stuff going on, like the the girl's pregnant, or is she going to keep it? Do you want to raise a baby in this kind of environment? Raising all these issues in this crazy zombie movie. It's got some humor in there too. Either the pie fight and this is crazy. Some great gore, you know. I get you about the zombies. Maybe they could have looked better, but I don't really have that much of a problem because I mean, when you die, you do kind of turn bluish, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could have did a little bit better with that. But there's still some great gore scenes and kills, and you know, the
Yeah.
dude getting a hatchet in his face, and the.
Oh,
I love when the guy's getting his blood test and like, what are you doing?
yeah.
He's checking his pulse. Like, what are you doing? Why are you?
Yeah, but you know, to go off what you were saying, I think the best looking zombie in this movie is Flyboy. Like,
Oh yeah, it's classic.
Great.
It's just a fantastic scene too when you see the elevator open and he's like, awesome characters too. That's another thing that's great. I love all the characters. You know, Ken Foree, you know, as Peter, and you know, you got Scott, you got Flyboy, like you said, who can't shoot a zombie to save his life, and they're constantly, get out of here. Let me show you it's done. Boom.
So good.
Like that one scene is just maddening when he's shooting like in the like the boiler room, whatever, and it's ricocheting off the metal. Like, come on. Yeah, just epic, freaking awesome movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest movies.
One of the best of all time.
Oh yeah. With the dead walks, signori, you must stop the killing or lose the war.
My number one is going to have to be, of course, Return of the Living Dead.
I knew it.
Not only my favorite zombie movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. I just love this movie so much. It's an absolute blast. It's hilarious. It's just so freaking entertaining. I'm always in the mood to watch this movie. It never gets old. Yeah, I love the characters, the punk rockers. I'd love to hang out with them. The older guys, yeah, Clu Gallagher, James Karen, and Don Calfa. The cast is great. The characters are great. The zombies look great. I love the Romero zombies, you know, the freshly dead blue zombies, but I definitely can prefer the more decomposed, more rotted zombies that are, you know, have green skin and have limbs falling off and eyeballs hanging out and, you know, bones exposed and stuff. I like that way better. And this one definitely delivers on that front. Also like how unstoppable they are. These zombies are a lot more menacing. They're fast. They're smart. They can talk. They're very hard to kill. Yeah, just wow. Just an awesome movie. I have nothing bad to say about it. Mm-hmm. Too bad the sequels could have been better, but this one is freaking amazing.
Yep.
I always like that too, that they can talk, you know.
Yeah.
They're harder to kill, like you said. They're not the typical zombie like Night of the Living Dead or whatever. We just shoot them in the head and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cannibal Corpse movie. I could be into that.
Do something. Yeah, I'd watch it.
With Cannibal Corpse playing in the background, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching Ace Ventura earlier, and that scene with Cannibal Corpse playing Hammer Smashed Face. I love that part.
And the band we'll be talking about later was in the second movie, remember?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least the song was, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. I have not seen that yet, believe it or not.
Me
Have
neither.
you guys?
No.
Oh, none of
seen
us
it.
have seen it. I gotta see that.
Yeah.
There's still a few zombie ones I haven't seen.
Mm.
Like
Same here.
that I consider classic like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's your guys' most underrated zombie movie?
Oh.
Oh man. Uh, Sean, if you want to go first, I'm gonna have to think.
Wait, you have to think about it. Well, I mean, the number one has to be Day of the Dead.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just that the first two are so great that it always gets overshadowed, you know.
Yeah.
And that sucks because it's such an awesome movie
Mm-hmm.
with them phenomenal gore effects of great characters are just as good as like Dawn of the Dead. You know, I love the characters in this movie.
Yeah.
And Bob, you got the Captain Rhodes, you got awesome movie.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Y'all
Another
agree with
great-
Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
I think so too. It's definitely overshadowed by the first two.
Yeah.
I do. I guess I do have one that I won't say is like the most underrated, but I do think is underrated, and that is Return of the Living Dead 3.
I was gonna say that.
You know, it's not like a traditional zombie, but I like the story. And I prefer this one to Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I think
Me
this
too.
I think this one's fun, but it's almost like a kid's horror movie. Like they could watch Part 2 and have a good but yeah, I think overall I'll go with Part 3.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And it was directed by Brian Usna, and he's a great director. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
I also think the Hammer film Plague of the Zombies doesn't get talked about nearly enough.
I was gonna
This
say
one
that
actually
too.
predated Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. This one predated Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
I'd say
movie.
it's my favorite pre George Romero zombie movie.
Yeah, probably mine too.
yeah.
Either that or I Walk with a Zombie or White Zombie.
No.
I love the whole voodoo aspect and then the whole like the voodoo cult there with John Carson
Yeah.
with that freaky mask of the
Yeah.
That's a good pick. I didn't think about
push pin dolls.
that. Yep. Well, I think we're all forgetting really the most underrated zombie movie. I mean, come on, how could we forget? Night of the Living Dead Reanimation 3D.
I like that one. I like that actually.
Yeah, it's
Got Jeffrey Combs and
evolved.
the Wishmaster
Yeah.
guy. What's his
Andrew
name?
Devoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Devoff.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, but definitely not the most underrated.
No. It's better than that crappy one with Sid Haig or whatever. What was
Yeah.
Oh, Night of the Living Dead 3D. Yeah,
it? Yeah.
that wasn't too good.
No. Another one is Tombs of the Blind Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are great.
Really good one. Very creepy. Like
sure.
the way that.
Very atmospheric.
Oh yeah, sure.
The Knights of Templar.
Hmm. And all like the sequels are all good too. Like I enjoy them. I like all of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's a great one. I guess Night of the Creeps as well. Underrated. Great movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Thrill me.
How about The Beyond?
That was one I had next.
Yeah, yeah.
Great one.
Probably technically, I mean, a lot of people would say technically it's Lucio Fulci's best made film, like most creative and
Mhm.
It's my favorite of
atmospheric.
his.
And, yeah. It's not, it's more than just a zombie film, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much going on with the, you know, the gates of hell and the, yeah.
Yep. That movie has a beautiful haunted house feel to it too.
Yeah, yeah. Just insane stuff going on. It's brutal as hell. Dude taking an acid bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that I almost went with was, like I said, City of the Living Dead, but I felt like Zombie was like I said, more of an actual zombie.
Yeah.
This
True.
was amazing, but a lot of the zombie action's more towards the end of the movie. So.
And a lot of this stuff doesn't even involve zombies. Some of the best like gore scenes are like the guy getting the drill in his head and the
Yeah.
Yeah,
girl
true.
coughing up her own intestines. And
That's, yeah.
the storm of maggots.
Pretty gruesome.
And you got a highly underrated sequel, Bride of Reanimator.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fantastic. A lot of zombie action in Bride.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Mhm.
It's fun as hell.
Yeah.
Then you got, of course, even though there's only one zombie in the movie, I think it still counts. It's House by the Cemetery. Right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Great one.
Again, it's not just a zombie. It's like haunted house. It's like
Yeah.
you got the little ghost girl in there. It's almost like a slasher too. Like there's a zombie slasher killer, Dr.
Yeah.
Freudstein.
Great one. Oh, you got Bob with his annoying ass dubbing.
Oh man. The one scene in House by the Cemetery is straight up scary when Bob's going up the, trying to get out of the basement when Freudstein's going again. And on the other side, they're pounding through it with an axe, like stabbing the door. And he's like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got any other underrated recommendations?
I have that is not underrated, but I just wanted to call it out because it's a piece of shit, and that is the Day of the Dead remake.
Absolutely.
Both thumbs down.
Way down.
Yeah.
I guess the last, well, I don't know. The Dawn of the Dead remake, I think, is definitely one of the better remakes out there. I noticed a lot of people say oh, Running Zombie started with Dawn of the Dead. I'm like, technically Return of the Living Dead, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, you could count the first zombie you see in Night of the Living Dead, who's got a little bit of pep in his step. He kind of
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he was a runner.
I mean, I'd like to know what you guys think about these. Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead. I like Land of the Dead, but these two,
Yeah.
That's pretty much. If you got,
I know a lot of people do like Land of the Dead a lot. To me, it's nowhere near on the same stratosphere as the first three.
Yeah, definitely
It's
not.
don't even belong in the same sentence to me.
Nope.
I mean, this one's a classic, but it's a comedy.
Oh yeah, that is a classic. Yeah,
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah. Movie's hilarious.
love it.
I love that when they're outside of the barn, you're like, yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Great movie. You got red on you.
What about your guys' favorite zombie character? Favorite zombie movie character?
I'm gonna have to go with the Tar Man. My favorite zombie of all time. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, zombie character. Yeah.
Nice.
Tar Man. I would love an action figure. He looks so cool.
I'm amazed there isn't one yet. There isn't one yet.
Yeah, NECA needs to make one.
I think there's like a McFarlane one, but I'm not sure if that's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
But I love, the brains.
More brains.
Yeah. He's just cool. He's melting skin all. And there was a Tar Man in the second one played by the same guy, but it didn't look as cool as the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Tar Man.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the Tar Man.
Yeah, Tar Man. Wow. I'm gonna have to go Bub, Day of the Dead.
Nice.
He's such a great character. A great performance too by Howard Sherman there.
Yeah.
Just something about it, like him, remembering some of his past, I guess, with the salute thing, because he used to be with the army or whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to figure things out with the radio, and I love it. Trying to read a book and learn, he knows how to shoot a gun, learn how to shoot,
Yeah.
He's classic. And, I guess he's more interesting, as a more interesting character than the Tar Man because of how he's learning and getting back. And I love when
I like that.
I love when he kills Rose. He's like,
that's one of my favorite scenes ever in horror. Like, freaking love that.
Great choice.
Amazing. Come on!
You guys have a favorite human character from a zombie movie?
Oh, absolutely.
I guess Captain Rhodes is one of them because he's
Yeah.
Definitely the biggest asshole in the history of film.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've revisited these movies, but I guess Alice from Resident Evil was really cool.
Nice.
Nice.
She was badass.
Love it.
And Ken Foree from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Peter from Dawn of the Dead. I think is probably mine.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he would be definitely one of my picks, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Number one for me would be Jeffrey Combs as Dr.
Yeah.
Herbert West.
True.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Just talk about committing to a role, you know, he's so great.
Yeah. I
Drum
guess.
Smash is in the chat. How's it going, Drum Smash?
What's up, Drum Smash?
I guess I will add one more to the favorite human character, and that's going to be Ben from Night of the Living Dead. Iconic.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Gotta give him his props too. So.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that. Definitely.
Another one I was gonna say is Shaun from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
And why not? Why not tap Zombieland? He's
Yeah.
a killer.
About you, Hellhound.
Peter from Dawn of the Dead.
Nice.
I agree with all the ones you guys said too, especially Herbert West.
Yeah.
And of course, Clu Gallagher, James Karen, Don Calfa, Tom Matthews, all them, all the guys from pretty much from Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
They're all great.
Yeah.
Tom Atkins from Night of the Creeps.
Oh, absolutely.
Cameron.
Let's see, David Gale from
Yep.
Reanimator, Dr.
Yeah.
Carl Hill. That was awesome.
I think one of the last things I want to say about Return of the Living Dead is not necessarily a character, but just more, what would be someone's thought process if they were walking at night and saw a woman dancing naked on a tombstone? You'd be like, what is this? I'd probably go hang out and say what's up.
Yeah. See how cool, another Return of the Living Dead fan, I presume.
Yeah.
I'd be like, party at the cemetery, baby.
Yeah.
Let's rock this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spider, yeah.
Yeah. I met that guy.
You did?
Miguel Nunez Jr., yeah.
Yep.
I met Linnea Quigley too, of course.
That's right. Jealous.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Yeah.
I was almost gonna go meet her because she came to Salem, Massachusetts, which is close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They had this horror festival going on with had some good people there, but I had to work. I couldn't get off, so
Oh, that sucks.
they had they had D. Wallace there. I was like, fuck.
Oh.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. White Zombie.
You guys ready to start talking about some White Zombie?
White Zombie, let's do it.
All
What
right.
what a great way to start off, other than saying, I don't think I'm alone when I say I prefer White Zombie to Rob's solo career.
I'm in that camp.
Yeah, same here.
Here we
So, are you guys familiar at all with their two independent released albums, Soul Crusher and Make Them Die Slowly?
mm-hmm.
I
That-
know Make Them Die Slowly pretty well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had that. I do have it still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've listened to both. And yeah, I know I just said I'm a big White Zombie fan. I love them. But Soul Crusher, I have never been able to get into.
Me neither.
Like,
More
I don't,
like noise rock.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what they would
By the
try
time
to do it.
to the song Truck on Fire, okay, what am I listening to here? Every instrument is playing a different song, and Rob Zombie's vocals are like, meow, scout, meow. I couldn't. I know it has its fans, and that's cool. It's just I couldn't personally get into it.
It's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
It's not my cup of tea.
Nah, me either. But Make Them Die Slowly, I liked. I thought was a step up big time.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think the production sounded a bit raw, but still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some songs kind of. One song on the album, I forget which one, kind of gave me a typo negative vibe with the way it opened up.
Oh, yeah.
Still a cool album overall.
I think Demon Speed's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disaster Blaster.
Yeah. Murder World.
You could see they were getting more closer to what they would be, like
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
it's like the real beginnings of. Still a little rough around the edges, but sometimes Rob Zombie's voice was a little irritating when he tried to hit like high notes and stuff, like like what? Like,
See you later, Mr. Dan.
Good one.
thankfully, he got rid of that.
Yeah.
In the second Last Exorcisto.
Yeah, he wasn't very good at that.
Yeah.
Not good when he tries to actually sing or
Yeah.
something like singing. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that.
I don't know why this always happens, but I seem to always discover bands when I was a kid watching certain movies. I mean, Ace Ventura, Cannibal Corpse, Night of the Demons 2, Morbid Angel. And I found White Zombie when I watched Airhead. They were playing
Really?
Oh, yeah.
and they were playing the song Feed the Gods, which is a heavy banger of a song that unfortunately I don't think is on any studio album. I think it was just a single, but
Yeah. They did a few of those.
Yeah. I want to get that box set, that White Zombie box set, Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. That's pretty much all their songs on it, but it's a little pricey on eBay. So
Yeah. I have a few of the songs like on my iTunes. Or
yeah,
I am Hill, I am Hill, I am Hill.
yeah,
On I think that's from Beavis and Butthead or something like, isn't it?
I think so.
yeah. So I mean, Make Them Die was good, but we're kind of getting into two of my favorite albums of all time now. So can't wait to talk about those.
Yeah, John Fives and
Very cool.
Rob Zombie's band, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Oh, Jones Beach, nice. I've seen a lot of shows there.
Oh, nice.
I'm
BK's in
from
the
Long Island. So.
going BK.
So,
I know horror fans seen the new Evil Dead.
Yep. Loved it.
I'm sure I will too.
No spoilers. I'm going tomorrow night.
Hell yeah.
Look forward to it.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on it.
You guys ready to talk about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get into the
Now we're
good
talking.
stuff now. La Sexorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1. Oh, yeah.
So good.
I love the
Love it.
artwork there that he did there.
Yeah.
He was a good artist, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
I used to try and do stuff like him when I was in the art class and stuff.
Me too.
Yeah. I love the opener to the album, Welcome to Planet Mother.
It's a good song.
You know, Thunder Kiss 65, I know that's one of like the most overplayed songs, but I never get tired of hearing it. I always
Neither do I.
Yeah. Yeah, I always love
Kicks
it.
ass.
I think my favorite song on the album it might be my favorite White Zombie song is Cosmic Monsters Incorporated.
Ooh, nice.
Riffs
That's a
and
good one.
yeah, this album is like groovy, it's thrash, it's like a mixture of things, and I just love the whole album.
It has a classic feel to it too, almost like Black Sabbath in a way. Like, but it's got a little bit of hip hop beat with the drums. So, like, dare I say,
Yeah.
it's just so I love it. I mean, what a great mix of style.
Yep.
This was the album that got me into heavy metal. Originally.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think Welcome to Planet Mother Effer was the first song that I ever heard from White Zombie, the album opener.
Yeah.
I've got this on cassette tape too. That's where I first heard it.
Yeah.
I bought the cassette tape from Kmart years and years ago.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Like, I can listen to it over and over. Like, I love every song. Like, it's one of the few metal albums where I just listen to it over and over. I could just keep playing it.
Me too.
Yeah, Black Sunshine, Spider Baby.
Thrust.
Grindhouse
They have the little
Yeah.
scene from Night of the Living Dead in there. It has been established that the reason he died.
That's right.
Ba-dum, 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 ba.
I love how they do that. They add like movie fights and songs, and
Yeah, me too. I love that stuff.
Sound clips. Yeah.
of course that carried on over to his solo stuff too.
Yeah. Always trying to figure out where they came from. Usually
I know.
Yeah. Usually
That's
I know.
That's probably the fun is trying. What movie is that from?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite White Zombie album.
Me too. Soul Crush is a great song too. Has a lot, several different change of tempos and.
You know, songs like I said with like Cosmic Monsters Incorporated. There were some points in this album I got such a strong like Slayer vibe to it. Like with certain I was like, hey, that kind of sounds like Slayer. But
the evilness of it.
Yeah.
But it almost had the South of Heaven like production sound. Like it almost sounded very similar.
Yeah.
But
Very unique stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a horror movie, like an audio format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the way I always describe their music.
Yeah. It's so groovy. Like you kind of want to.
Yeah. It's got that psychedelic
Yeah.
metal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks that this band didn't go further to do.
Yeah.
I like, and the thing about it is, I love the band. You know, it wasn't just about Rob Zombie
Yeah.
for me. I love that guitarist kicks ass, Jay
Jay.
Younger. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought he was so unique and creative, and he had a unique style. Yeah,
Sean Easelt on bass.
yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and she's like a trailblazer, I think, for women in metal. Like
Right,
before
right.
her, you didn't see women in metal really, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the
True.
first kick-ass like metal chick, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I could think
Absolutely.
of. For
Yeah. I completely agree with you that when people talk about White Zombie, usually they always single Rob out and don't really think of all the other band members.
Mhm.
They're just as important.
Very much so.
I mean, you certainly have to give him credit, obviously, but I
Yeah.
mean, he had a lot of it is his vision with the, you know, the lyrics and the wild out there horror lyrics and
Yeah.
imagery that he comes up with, you know, like the artwork and his vocals are cool too, you know.
Yeah. Have either of you ever saw Rob Zombie live?
I have several times. I saw White Zombie, like
Oh
saw
wow.
White Zombie like back in 1992
Nice.
when that album first came out in New York City, which was like their home base. They were based out of New York City.
I could have seen Rob Zombie a few times, but I just never did for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I saw White Zombie with Pantera,
Nice.
and I saw him at Ozfest too. White Zombie.
Nice.
Very cool.
Was Rob Zombie out of breath a lot? Like
when I saw him as Rob Zombie.
Did he finish the sentences?
So many live performances, like, and he always seems to run around so much that he's like, "Well, we."
Yeah. He gets out of breath.
That's true. So it was like running around, yeah, jumping
Yeah.
around. Like,
Who does he think he is? Axl Rose?
yeah.
Oh.
You guys ready to talk about this one?
Astral Creep 2000.
Oh, yeah. It's a fantastic album. I absolutely love it. And of course, the opener, Electric Head Part 1, is one of my favorite songs of all time. And the clip is from Curse of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Perhaps you
you better
better
start
start from the beginning.
Yep.
I love that opening.
That's awesome. Supercharger Heaven's a great song too.
Devil Man, Devil Man.
Yeah. Grease Paint, Monkey Brains, I Zombie, More Human Than Human. That's a classic.
Yep.
Everybody loves that.
One of my favorites was Creature of the Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah. Another.
Definitely huge production value, and then this like it's a much bigger production for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and you have I don't feel like saying this whole damn thing, but I'll say it. El Phantasmo and the Chicken Run Blastorama.
Yep.
Creative song titles.
Very.
I love the song from Ace Ventura Part 2, the Blur the Technicolor.
Yeah. Yeah.
The drums and
Yeah. I love the
the
drum.
guitar is sick, man. It sounds like it's coming from a swamp or something. Like,
I think this is the first album featuring John Tempesta on drums.
yeah,
And he'd go on to play with Rob Zombie's solo band
right.
after that. So
Yep. Such a good album, though.
love it.
A lot of his vocals are real heavy too, like in the Electric Head Part 1 with
Yeah. Those growls.
it.
I don't think Rob Zombie had met Sherry Moon at this point. I think because I
I
think
think so.
the bassist Sean, right? Sean was
Yeah, they were dating.
They were together for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, great album though. Love it. Sucks.
Love it.
And again, like Jay Younger, it's had a great performance. Like, listen to the guitar and then More Human Than Human, like who plays slide guitar in a heavy metal song, like,
Yeah.
like
Awesome.
it's so sick. That's so creative. I think.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yep. You know, with some of these songs, there's always a lot of in the background, and then
Yeah,
like moaning going on. You're like,
yeah, like the More Human Than Human.
yeah,
Then I mean, you could see that they were starting to get bigger too. You know, like the videos were getting heavy play, like on MTV and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting to be in movies and like they were getting big. You know?
yeah,
His videos were cool too, though. Like I guess that's kind of how he got the bug to direct. You know, he directed the music videos, right?
Yeah, the videos are awesome.
yeah. Right. You mean you can't deny Rob Zombie ain't one talented guy. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I want to mention one more thing, but I got to grab something, so I'll be right back.
All right.
And of course, the stage shows were a lot bigger on this tour. You know, much more elaborate with the a giant devil head on in the background, movie screens and smoke coming out, and like
Yeah.
what a difference from when I saw them like back in New York. They had nothing. Like
You know, they were White Zombies appeared in Bride of Chucky. You know, dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Rocks out. So what can you say?
Yeah, Chucky's a fan.
nice.
Oh yeah.
And of course, it's like sad the breakup. You know, I still missed it. You know, I still miss White Zombie. You know?
Yeah, me too.
It's like why couldn't they keep it going? You know, they was getting so big. You know,
I know.
couldn't keep it together.
It's a shame.
Sucks.
Yeah.
They only had like 2 major albums, and then and they blew up in such a short time too. You know, just
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely thought I was gonna be alone with that first album, Soul Crusher, and thinking like it was just not for me. I thought I'd have like an opinion, like what? Everyone loves that album. I'm like, oh, sorry.
it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
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 Anything else you guys want to say about this one before we get into Rob's solo career?
great album, and I miss the band.
Yeah.
Me too.
I wanted more, damn it.
Me too. Be cool if they had a reunion or something someday.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but
Probably not. But
and so much time has passed. It's like, do people even care anymore outside of the metal fans like us or whatever? He's been just the Rob Zombie show for so long now.
yeah.
I don't think he would ever go back.
Well, I love White Zombie, and I was very sorry, that they broke up, and that really sucks. But however, I freaking love this album, Hellbilly Deluxe. I think it's excellent.
It's classic.
Yes, love it. So many great songs: Super Beast, Dracula, Living Dead Girl, Demonoid Phenomenon, Spook Show Baby, How to Make a Monster, Meet the Creeper, Ballad of Resurrection Joe and Rosa Horror, Return of the Phantom Stranger. So many awesome songs. It sounds like a horror movie.
Yes.
In music format, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Really fun booklet too that comes with the CD.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things he's ever done.
Yeah. I really enjoy it for sure.
It's awesome.
It almost is like a White Zombie. It did continue that tone, kind of,
Yeah, for sure.
Still had all the horror stuff going on. You had all the samples from the movies and the.
He had a great lineup too: Blasco and Riggs and John Tempesta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In all honesty, it's probably my favorite Rob Zombie solo album.
Oh,
yeah, easily for me. Like easily. Not even close.
To start off the album, you have 3 of his most popular songs right there: Super Beast, Dracula, Living Dead Girl.
Yep.
I never get tired of Dracula either.
It's just so catchy.
Yeah.
You can't deny it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like you said, White Zombie did incorporate some horror elements here and there, but this album felt like a horror movie that was put to music.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
True.
Definitely.
And with the kind of change up from White Zombie, his kind of appearance changed more and more. Like he became more like monstrous looking,
more theatrical. Yeah.
Like I got.
Yeah.
I picked one of my Rob Zombie albums just to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, he started wearing the makeup. He did that on the shows too.
Yep.
More than makeup, and the guys were dressed up like zombies and whatever.
I mean, in all honesty, that was a cool look.
Yeah.
It is cool. The stitches and stuff.
He had the big robot walking around too, like a giant robot, like you see on the album.
Yep.
Probably my favorite song is Super Beast. Hey, yeah, I'm the one that you wanted. I'm the Super Beast.
I think it's my favorite too. That and Living Dead Girl.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta say, had a little bit of a disco vibe in there, or like a techno thing going on with the, you could dance to some of those songs, like, like Dracula.
Yep. Great up.
Probably the heaviest would be Demonoid Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon. Get it out.
Get it on.
I mean, this was a promising start. I mean, to start off with this, I'd be like, okay, I like where we're going here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere else.
It was hard for me to warm up to it at first, but it's definitely good. Can't deny it's a really good album.
It blew me away when I first heard it.
And
afraid to
still
give it a
felt
chance.
like
Such a good
metal
Zombie
too. Like
fan. Yeah,
it was heavy, you know. It still was heavy and
absolutely.
evil sounding.
I love in the Dracula music video, he's driving Grandpa Munch freaking Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah, plug my laptop in.
And guess who's in his videos? In those videos.
Yeah.
Sherry Moon.
Yep.
On all of them. The Living Dead Girl, the Dracula, the
Pretty much.
Super Beast. I have to say, one thing I miss though in this, even though it's a really good album, is the guitar. It's not the same, you know.
Yeah.
Way prefer White Zombie with the guitar style.
Yeah, I agree.
It just sounded kind of generic metal guitar to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If it had that, it'd be freaking amazing. Like,
Yeah. So next we have Sister Urge. I think it was a little bit of a step down. It wasn't quite as good as Hellbilly Deluxe. I think it's still a really good album. Still got some great songs. I love Demon Speeding, Dead Girl Superstar, Never Gonna Stop, which he seemed to really love that vocal style because it's like all he does now.
yeah.
Iron Head, which features Ozzy. Go to California. Feel So Numb is a great song. Bring Her Down to Cripple Town, Scum of the Earth, and of course House of Thousand Corpses is the song.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good album. It's a really good album. It's just not quite as good as Hellbilly Deluxe, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, songs like "Never Gonna Stop Me" kind of have more of a pop sound, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, they're not nice.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite songs on the album is "House of a Thousand Corpses." I love the slow riff and
Yeah.
movie too. Well, even though we're not talking about it in movies, but
Yeah.
yeah, Demon Speeding, Never Gonna Stop. Iron Head was pretty cool. It's good, but not Hellbilly Deluxe good.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was a big step down for me personally, but
Yeah.
it felt less metal and more commercial. Like he's really going for the commercial vibes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stepping away from like metal, more poppy.
Yeah.
Especially like "Never Gonna Stop Me, Never Gonna Stop."
And now all of his songs sound like that.
Yeah.
I know. It feels so good. I feel so numb. Yeah. At least he had Carrie King in the Dead Girl Superstar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite song is the one where he doesn't sing, right? It's just like one of those intro things, the Transylvania Transmissions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I had a really spooky horror movie vibe going there.
Yeah, it does.
I know that Rob Zombie does direct pretty much all of his music videos, right? Like he's like the creative force.
Yeah.
And funny story. I remember seeing this Black Label Society music video when around the time it came out, and I was like, this looks like it was directed by Rob Zombie, and there was Sherry Moon in the music video.
No, it probably was then.
But, yeah, forget the song's name, but yeah.
Edge used that song for a while. The wrestler, Never Gonna Stop Me.
Yeah.
Still come out to that.
Yep.
All in all, not a bad album. Pretty good. It's just not as good as what came before. If you compare it to, Hellbilly Deluxe and White Zombie and stuff, it's just gonna fall short. So
yeah,
but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I felt it was becoming too commercial for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's all right, but no way near as good as.
Yeah. A lot of people would consider this next album to be his weakest with Educated Horses. There are 3 songs that stuck out to me on this album. That is American Witch. I like that song. The Devil's Rejects. And I guess the Lords of Salem. God hates the Lords of Salem. I like that. But for the most part,
I like 17-Year Locust.
Yeah.
And Foxy Foxy's an okay song. It got a little too overplayed, though.
Foxy. Oh.
Yeah. They got way too overplayed. This album's okay. I don't know. I remember when I saw this in the store at the record store. I was like, "Oh, Rob Zombie has a new album." I was like, "Huh?" I didn't hear anything about it, and I bought it, listened to it. I was like, it's okay."
Yeah.
It didn't blow me away. It didn't really grab me, but
yeah,
better what came after, I guess.
I think the problem was he's focused too much on the movies and not as much on the music.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that? Like,
yeah,
it's almost like music was in secondary now. But why he's still doing it then? If you're not gonna put your whole heart and soul into it, would you expect you're gonna get something as good as friggin' Astro Creep or something?
Jose Gomez is in the chat. How's it going?
Yeah, I kind of like Foxy more too. Like, heard it, I really didn't like it because it was so not metal. It was like Foxified. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you. I was pretty much. I was gone. I was done after Sinister Urge anyway. Honestly,
I held on a little longer.
I didn't care anymore. You still held out a little hope, huh?
Yeah, a little longer than I should have.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I gave the next one a listen. I gave it a try.
The next studio album, Hellbilly Deluxe 2.
Only because of the strength of the first one,
Yeah. Yeah, it's an inappropriate title in my opinion because I don't think this one's all that good. I think that the song "What" has a very catchy guitar riff, and that's about it.
I was hugely disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was all that good.
It was like listening to Queensryche Operation Mindcrime too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh, maybe it could be as good.
Yeah, I guess the only songs that really stood out to me on this were Jesus Frankenstein. I thought was okay, pretty good.
Yeah.
Burn, Virgin, Witch, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I just kind of forgot everything else. Yeah, and I will say that this Hellbilly Deluxe 2 in real time was the last one I listened to. So from here on, everything was kind of a newer listen for me.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I went and listened to everything.
Did you?
Yes.
Dedication.
Yeah.
What are they? I don't even know.
They range. Some of it really good. Some of it I was just kind of zoning out. And I don't think you want to do that with a good album is zone out.
Yeah. It's not a good sign.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hellbilly Deluxe 2. The next album came out in like 2013 and it was called Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor.
I think you just put a bunch of words in a hat and just pull them out to come up with that album title.
Sounds cool.
We'd see more of that. We had songs like Ging Gang Gong Dee Doo Da Gong Laga Raga. What?
That's a song?
Wow.
Like Lucifer Rising, White Trash Freaks. I think The Girl Who Loved Monsters was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool track. Once again, nothing totally fantastic. Have you guys heard that album? Like any of it?
No.
Not really.
Okay. Next up, we have, get ready for this one, from 2016, the Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser. What in the hell? I remember when this song came out, The Life and Times of a Teenage Rock God. That one was okay, I guess. We have, well, everybody's fucking in a UFO on this one.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Everybody's screwing in a UFO. I've heard that.
We got the song Get High, which has a cool riff to it. It's like, dun, 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 dun. Finally, in 2021, we got the Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Acid Apocalypse Conspiracy.
I haven't even heard of that one.
I'm telling you, he puts words in a hat and just pulls them out. That's the only explanation.
Yeah. I think my favorite song on this album was probably Crow Killer Blues. That one almost felt like it had somewhat of a black metal riff in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hard to explain. It was like, don't, not bad. Like these last few albums really just, they enter one ear and then I forget most of it in a few minutes. It's just,
yeah.
But I still tried to give it a chance and not all horrible.
Gave it the old college try.
Yes, sir.
She's high and so am I.
That song was fun though.
Yeah.
UFO. Yeah, but like the album titles just progressively just being random words at this point.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know why he even needs to do the music anymore at this point. He's so popular as a director. Why does he even need to?
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to juggle both things, why doesn't he just focus on movies? Maybe you'd have better movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, I know I saw Lords of Salem when that came out, and I'm like, this might be Rob Zombie's most pretty looking movie. I mean, some of the shots in it, I'm like, wow. But everything after that seems to be so like little budget and off. Like 31, 3 from Hell and stuff like that. Like,
See you later, Big K.
We'll have to do that sometime, I suppose. Talk about his movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would be interesting.
The only other Rob Zombie albums I have are this live album, Zombie Live, which is actually a pretty good live album. I kind of like the way he sings House of a Thousand Corpses in this, and I like how on Living Dead Girl the guitarist plays the bass part on guitar. It sounds kind of cool.
Nice.
They also have this Past, Present, and Future, which is a greatest hits album. It comes with a CD and a DVD with music videos and stuff. Pretty
Yeah,
cool. It's got some White Zombie stuff on there too.
that
Nice.
that album actually has the white song "Feed the Gods." That one.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
nice.
It does, yeah. Yeah, he was really young. And then the House of a Thousand Corpses soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
It's
right.
cool because it has a little booklet in here that tells about the characters.
Nice.
It's like FBI profiles or whatever.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, I would say I don't hate Rob Zombie at all. I enjoy his music, but it's just not everything is what I prefer.
Yeah, I agree.
Bring back White Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Drum Smash, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's
Well-
not, chances are not good, but
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
like in all reality, I would just, if I was him, I would just focus on movies. Honestly.
Yeah, might as well.
This is, it's music career is dwindling,
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if it's a lack of effort or if it just doesn't care anymore. I don't know why even bothering.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he still has some good energy about him.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, it was a great show, guys. It was fun talking about zombie movies and White Zombie and Rob Zombie.
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
A lot of fun.
Thank you, everybody in the live chat, for joining us here on the Morbid Hour.
Great show, guys.
Sir,
Oh, yeah.
great time.
Hell yeah. Look forward to seeing what's next.
Same here.
We'll talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go get my tickets to Evil Dead
Yeah.
Nice.
after the show.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
You too. Peace out, man.
So.
Yeah,
Thanks for hanging.
likewise.